Alright! Let's get right to it. Yeah! Okay, time to get off. Hey everybody, it's the Team Locked 100. Welcome back to more of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Last time, we waited a while before we could finally take on Cassiopeia, but we took care of Clavell first, and we kicked his butt, took his name, and made time and made him to get him to wet his pants. Best not to think about that. And we finally defeated Cassiopeia, aka Penny, with one of the most tear-jerking moments in the entire game. Oh, you'll see. Well, you already saw it, but you get what I mean. This time, Clavell wanted to speak to us. And now we're gonna do just that. Ah, here you are, Master Derek. I wanted to thank you for all your hard work in resolving the situation with Team Star. If not for you, I suspect I would have done the team a grievous injustice in my choice of punishment for their actions. You have my sincere gratitude. Who is it?
It's Penny.
Ah, Miss Penny, do come in.
Hello, Director. About the STCs, I'd like to welcome them together with the rest of Team Star.
That's wonderful news. Thank you very much for your favorable response.
But, I should be punished more heavily than the others, I think.
Why so? Because of Operation Starfall?
No, not that. Because of the other really bad thing I did.
And what would that be?
You know the LP I gave you both in exchange for helping me with Operation Starfall? I got hold of it sort of illegally by hacking the Pokemon League's LP management system.
Ah, I see. That is quite a revelation. I did not think such a thing would even be possible in the first place.
It wasn't all that. I mean, I'm really certain I won't do it again.
This matter is rather out of my jurisdiction, I'm afraid. I will have to consult Miss Skeeta, the Pokemon League chairwoman, on how to best proceed.
I figured as much.
I do apologize, Master Derek, but I will have to ask you to give us some privacy. Kicking us out of his office and have us go back to our rooms? Thanks. I want to check one last thing in his office real quick. He's no longer here, but this kind of caught my attention. A giant amethyst. Actually, now that we're kind of here, why don't we kind of look a little bit more around the place? Never really done that yet. Nothing for us to really interact with. Can't even sit on his desk. But what's interesting, this place kind of looks more like a research lab by the looks of it. I wonder. Maybe there's some sort of importance around it. And, oh, we got an emerald right there. Nice. Is there anything else around here? Looks like a place for where a dog would be at. Maybe it was his own starter Pokemon, I guess. But yeah, I never really looked around the place much. Huh?
Derek?
Penny?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Could you come meet me in front of the school stairs? You know where we first met? I'll be waiting.
Can't keep it waiting. Yup! Whee! Haha! Hello. Nice starry night.
Hasta la vista! the 6 of us thought of the catchphrase back when we created the team. It's so cringy it's perfect, you know? Anyway, about the Alpine thing. I thought I was going down big time for hacking the Li point system, but they're letting me off easy.
What happened?
The Pokemon League said they'll waive my debt if I do some volunteer engineering for them. They even asked me to come work for them after I graduate, if you can believe that. Director Clavell and that Gita lady kept complimenting me, like a weird amount. Apparently I have outstanding talent or something. Sorry for calling you out here to admit like this. I'm still not so great with people face to face. I never seem to find the right words, but thank you so much. You saved Team Star, and my friends along with it. I know words won't ever be enough to properly thank you for all you've done, so here.
One of the best dragon moves in the game, but it comes at a cost.
I'm sure you'll put this to good use. And one more thing. I want to repay the debt I owe you. If you ever think of a way I can do that, just let me know. I'm great with the machines and hacking and stuff. So next time, I'll be the one helping you, Derek. Be seeing you then. Hasta la vista!
One chapter closes. Our little Eevee girl has blossomed. Maybe we'll see her again soon. How soon? I think fairly soon. And oh, item, shiny, E1T, Pokeball, yay! Oh, right. Even when you try to leave the academy like this, the game punishes you for giving us this loading screen. I guess, to be fair, it can render a few things, so... why should I be complaining about it? Alright. Coming along back this way. Also collect this. A worthless potion, but that's okay. Going up. Los Platos. And we're back in the area one of the south of province. We're heading back to the lab. Wait. Give me. At least that's what I would say, but I kind of want to go back in here real quick. The Poke Path. You remember this place? I'm sure you do. It's one of the locations where we started to bond with our noble steed. I never really paid attention to this, but... oh my god, I need to heal the team. Holy crap. Okay, that's much better. So I never really paid attention to this, but... this moss right here. They look very similar to how the Urban Mystica were shown. I always thought to myself that this was some sort of strange coincidence. Or maybe it was some sort of foreshadowing for what we're going to be seeing. This place seems very remote for us to get some sort of Urban Mystica. Whoa, odd frame rate. Yes, you can get very scary. And now we're back outside. At the location of where our bonding journey has officially begun. We are now in the South Paldanian Sea. If I recall correctly... There is technically something that's right off here, but I want to explore more of that later. There's some things out here that may seem to be of interest. Let's see here. Let's look at that. And there's a gimme gold coin. Off on a strange place like this. Kind of odd. Let's see. Don't think that there was anything else that we could do from out here. But you know what? Since we're here, why don't we check up on our mom? See how she's doing. And now we can find out what the heck's been up here this whole time bothering us. Sunny day! Guess today really was a bit of a sunny day for us. Hello! Tarek, what a surprise! Are you having fun at the academy? You're not looking at me. I hope you're still making sure to eat plenty of veggies now that you're in the school dorms. You know, I actually thought of some great recipes for you. They're for sandwiches and are full to bursting with delicious and nutritious vegetables. Vegetable sandwiches. Put these recipes to good use, okay? They'll help you add lots of tasty veggies into your daily meals. Also, now you're choosing to look at me. I'm looking a bit weary, though. Why don't you have a nice rest together? There you are. A nice long nap is all a body needs to feel ready for more adventures, right? Doesn't matter whether you're a person or a Pokemon, we all need to take time to rest. Damn right we do. Oh! I never saw this. It's just showing our adventure guide, but I mean, it's not like we need it or anything. Today on City Adventures, we'll see Mexicosa, a city that's home to a well-known academy. Oops, better get going. Just kind of want to show off a little bit of that. But that's the only real television that we can ever go watch it. It kind of rot out our brains, I guess. So we're back here in Nemona's house. And let's say, look at how big this place can get. This is like the size of a mini manor or something of that matter. Come on, get. Oh my god. Nemona's parents are hiding drugs! Why? That's like one of the worst things that you can hide in this house. It's like, would we consider this like drug trafficking or something? I thought this was supposed to be a kid's game. Alright. Now that I'm done being a friggin' moron, got these items up here we never got a chance to get access to yet. Plus, we also have some things from up here that we never got access to up till now. See, I was saving this. No, you climb up there. You climb up there. Be good. Honey. It's useless just selling fodder. Come on, get. Oh. I've already caught something like that already, so I don't really need it. Do that. Do that. Nope. I just want to check on a couple of things. Actually, you know what? Sure. Haven't caught a barboach yet. Might as well help out with the use of the Pokédex. Imagine not that far off from getting him some more items out of this. Like there was any doubt. Barboach slime. Now I'll work on leveling you up later. Oh, speak of the devil. Nice timing. I'll take the Dawn Stone. Oh, our next ball item is a level ball. The level ball works in a very strange way. Got some Toxels up here. There's a full heal that could be useful. Let's see here. I don't think there was anything of importance up here. Actually, come to think of it, have we even been up here yet? We might have. Maybe it's a little bit sloppy on this. And, actually, hold on a second. If I find out what that Pokemon is, then that might answer the question if I've been up here before. Okay, yeah, I've been up here before. There's some Skidoos right there. Got a Metatite. There's a Rufflet and a Fanphy. There's some Ruins. Oh, I haven't seen one of you yet before? Really? Could have sworn I did. But hey, I used this evolution line in a previous playthrough and it worked out great. Come here, you. Ah, critical catch. Yeah. But hey, critical catches don't mean everything. Tinkatink Hair. A Metalsmith Pokemon. A nice combination. I think there should be a Gibigo chest at the very most around here somewhere. I guess a Gibigo coin hit is okay in a sense. There's some Bronzor. Very useful for Scarlet. Oh yeah, I fished you off here before. I think I probably took care of you off screen. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I just wanted to re-explore this area just to kind of get myself a little bit of a familiar feeling. And now we get back to what we were originally going to do. But remember, we're going to want to remember this place. At least that spot. It'll become important for something that we'll deal with later. And it's definitely something to do with that area over there that we have yet to explore. Don't worry, I'll explain later. have something to do with this. Just a hunch. Right. Seriously? You beat me here? Well, this is the lab. I used to come here to play all the time when I was a kid. They better be a good reason for calling us here like this. Let's find out. Everyone always says he's some kind of genius. Absolutely brilliant as a Pokemon professor. My dad, that is. But let me tell you, as a parent, he's the worst. All he ever does is work. He never comes home. I don't have a single memory of him ever even playing with me. His own kid. My boss is the only one who was there for me. Always. Anyway, it's open now. Go on in. I just want to get this over with. Wow, dusty. I need your help. Okay. I am currently at the deepest point of Area Zero in the Great Crater of Paldea. I have been researching unique Pokemon here for a very long time. I'm asking the two of you to lend a hand to help carry out the final step of the great Professor Turo's glorious research. Why are you speaking in the third person? The final step. But there is something we need first. Something that can be found within that lab. What we need is the Violet Book. Wait, do you mean this book? Ah. So you took it from the lab, did you, Arven? This expedites things. Bring the Violet Book to the deepest depths of Area Zero. I promise that it will be an experience worth treasuring if you come. I must note, however, that Area Zero is both home to vicious Pokemon and outfitted with powerful cybernetic security systems. It seems to me that you might struggle if the two of you were to enter alone. You may take the time to gather some reliable allies before you come, if you feel the need. I will be awaiting you in the deepest part of Area Zero, whenever you arrive. Area Zero. That place is bad news. It was down in Area Zero that my boss definitely got wounded in the first place. Down in the Great Crater of Paldea. In all honesty, I'd be perfectly happy to never see that place again. Are you gonna go? I suppose he did ask. And I can't just stand by and watch while a friend heads off into danger on his own. So I guess I'm going too. Besides, I'd love to give Dad a piece of my mind. Alright then, Derek, outside. We're gonna have a Pokemon battle to see if we're really ready to head into Area 0 or not. Mostly to see if I'm ready or not. Let's go. But yeah. Massive is on in Akin's handwriting. It's a mysterious device. Better not touch it. All sorts of research data is displayed on the monitors. And also, you see that gem right there? The one that's in the center of all things? You may want to remember that. Wait. I can see the ends of the earth. It's blank. The picture books are for kids. One of them tells a story about making a big sandwich. The fridge door is too heavy to open. How? It's a microwave. Looks like it hasn't been used for a long while. The cooker shows signs that have been in use recently. The shelf holds the seasonings that are past their expiration dates. Then get rid of them. Trash can is empty. It's a sink that hasn't been used in a while. The mirror's fogged and hard to see. There's a photo in this frame. The whiteboard is a mess of scribbled letters and numbers. Alright. Alright. You ready for a Pokemon battle, Derek? Excellent. You ready to, right, my boss, Steph? Yep, my boss says he's ready. Okay, yeah, I can see why you'd be worried. But my buddy here is bursting with energy. You never know he was so weak just a little while ago. Won't leave me alone. Always whining at me, wanted to battle you and your Pokemon. It's been so long that I nearly forgot, but he always did love to battle. Even if we always lost to that student council girl, the battle fanatic one. Anyway, my point is there's no need to worry. We're a brand new Arven and my boss Steph, and we're feeling audacious. Or maybe herbaceous? I get it. Let me give you a taste of what we can do. And so, we have our second fight with Arven! His first Pokemon! Greedent, level 58, pure normal type, cheek pouch for the ability, bullet save, body slam, psychic bang, earthquake!
Fight!
No need to beat around the bush! He's tough! But I remember, back when I first started to play this game, he showed off a lot more skill than I anticipate. He claims he's not very good in battle, but this fight's actually kind of a reality check. He has a very well-balanced team. His team's high-leveled. He knows exactly what is to come in battles. But apparently that hasn't. Alright. So next up, it's gonna be Toad School. A level 61 ground grass type. Mycelium Miter for its signature ability. Power Whip, Earth Power, Spore, Sludge Bar. Like I said, he's tough. Especially if you know, even if you know what you're doing. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but the point is, my team's pretty tough as it is, so it gets up on that. Garganockel is up next, level 62, Pure Rock type with Purifying Salts for its signature ability. Stone Edge, Earthquake, Body Press, Stealth Rock. Thank God he doesn't have Sturdy for the ability on this one. Flower Trick, yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah! With all that power, it hurts! It does hurt. Alright. Now for the one that a lot of people keep forgetting what type it is. Villain, level 60, pure, grass fire type, chlorophyll for the ability. I almost said his type wrong there for a moment. Fire Blast, Energy Ball, Zen Headbutt, Crunch. Let's do a Rock Slide. I'm not just he's fainted on that. 2 more left. Next up, he's going to be Cloyster. Level 59, Water Ice type, Skill Link for the ability. Rock Blast, Icicle Spear, Liquidation, Light Screen. I don't think he realizes that some of these Pokemon that we caught are literally the Titan Pokemon that we faced. Uh-oh. Real sad that he's not really doing much of anything in this fight. But to be fair, he kind of wants to prep us for this, but doesn't matter on that. His last Pokemon, Mabostiff, level 63. Pure Dark type, Intimidate for the ability, with Terra type being Dark. Crunch, Psychic Fang, Fire Fang, Play Rock. Time to go fire with fire. Let's celebrate your full recovery with a glow up. Time to terrestrialize, Mabostiff. Did you notice something? He has it of both his Terra Orb and his Pokeball upside down. Kind of a minor detail, but it's definitely overlooked if you don't pay attention enough. At least, I think his Terra Orb is upside down, but his Pokeball at the very least is. That would have done a whole lot of damage on that. And he can take those hits nicely. And it survived. That's bad. My boss is fast! And it was a critical hit. Now I know what it feels like to be received with a pointless critical hit. I guess that light screen does make sense. Alright, let's go for Michael right here. And then we'll finish up from there. Maybe. You know, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, when a Pokemon terrestrializes, I notice that their mouths inside of them crystallize. Does that mean that their whole body becomes crystal? Because that's definitely something that I really don't want to think about. Just imagine if a human had terrestrialized. We were so close, my boss, Steph. So close. But Derek, thanks, little buddy. Dang! This is strength of someone who could take down those Titan Pokemon, huh? Especially since I have 2 of them. Yeah, much as I hate to admit it, I do think that we're gonna need some more support. The Pokemon Area Zero is super strong, and there are all sorts of weird machines there too. I say we need at least 2 more people. Someone with a champion rank level skills, and someone who can deal with crazy tech. Penny? The crazy smart hacker girl who was the big boss behind Team Star? I mean, yeah, she'd be perfect for the job. But when did you go making friends with some shady character like her? Long story. But, well, you've got to do what we got to do. Whoever you think who could be of help, just try getting in good with them. We'll see if we can't get a team together. Get in touch if you make progress. I'll do the same. That makes 2 paths complete. With our team fully healed. I say we have a little bit of some time to kill. So I think what we should do now is we have some classes that we need to take. I mean, we don't need to, but they may be a good idea to do. Since now that we're done with midterms, I think it's high time that we start taking our next round of classes. Don't worry, we'll be getting into the fun bits later. Hello! Hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. You all did really great on the midterm exam. Thanks for answering my little question at the end, too. I'll be sure to keep your responses in mind. Alright, we're now headed for the last half of our class together. It's time for our knowledge to evolve and grow, just like our Pokemon. Evolution. Yep. Evolution. Today we're going to learn about the fascination phenomena of Pokemon evolution. As your Pokemon battle and level up, they learn moves and get stronger. And for some Pokemon, they once level up enough, their appearance change and their stats increase, sometimes by a lot. That's Pokemon evolution. Pokemon have become very strong when they evolve, making them trusted partners in battle. But some people prefer to keep their Pokemon in their adorable pre-evolved states. To do this, you just need to remember a certain button that when your Pokemon begins to evolve. Say with me if you already know. To cancel evolution, press the B button! That's right, everyone. B for best answer. The button you want to when you need to stop a Pokemon from evolving is the B button. If you press this button as soon as a Pokemon begins to evolve, you can stop it from changing. You can also let the Pokemon hold an item known as an Everstone to keep it from evolving. And keep in mind that the requirements for evolution differ from Pokemon to Pokemon. Some may evolve by having a certain item, such as a Firestone or Thunderstone, used on them. Others may have to learn a specific move or defeat a specific Pokemon in battle to evolve. The way Prime evolved to Annihilate is especially strange. You see, there's a certain move that... Whoops, so it looks like we're out of time. I guess we'll have to end the class here today. Thanks everyone for attending. Alright. Now for math. Alright. Can't help it, this music is a little bit catchy. Hello everyone, well done on the midterm exam. Some of you earned perfect scores and others seem to have a bit of trouble, but I can tell that you're all tried your best. I'm quite pleased to say that every last one of you passed. I can only assume that this means you'll have come to love numbers. Stay sharp and try your best for the rest of my classes too. Speaking of staying sharp, do you know how the word applies on Pokemon battles? That's right, it has to do with stat boosts. A Pokemon's stats can rise and fall throughout the course of battle, correct? For example, if a Pokemon uses a move in World Cup, its attack and special attack will rise up by 1 stage each. As you may know, each time a Pokemon's attack and special attack rises 1 stage, moves effects by that time will deal 50% more damage. If that same Pokemon World Cup from previous example reaches World Cup again, both of the attack and special attack will rise by 2 stages total. This results in a 100% increase to damage dealt, making it moves twice as strong. Swords Dance, on the other hand, boosts attack by 2 stages at once, allowing the Pokemon to deal double damage in just as a single use. Using a Swords Dance would boost the attack stat by 4 stages. How much more damage would this then deal? Quadruple the damage! Oh yes, this question is a tricky one. Even got me. It's technically triple. Just because it boosted its attack by 4 stages doesn't mean damage is quadrupled. Each stage that a Pokemon attacks to add special attack is raised by damage by 50%. So being raised for 4 stages will result in a 4 times 50% or 200% increase. Shut up, me! Apparently I don't know what that is. The base damage move is 100%, so adding 200%, that gives us 300%. Okay, so I was right. In other words, the next one Pokemon uses will deal triple the damage. Type matchups, critical hit damage, and other factors all play into the calculations as well. So even a small boost must be taken seriously. By the way, if the stat simply rose, that means that it has gone up by 1 stage. If it sharply roses, that's 2 stages. If it rose drastically, that's 3 stages. Just so you know, the X attack and X special attack items can be used in battle. Can be used to sharply boost those respective stats. Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. Today's lessons will be a little difficult, to be sure to review your learns in order to stay sharp. I'll see you all again next class. Okay, so I was right the second time. It's just how she was wording it. So, whoops. This even shows that even I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm more on the defensive side. Wait, is that a bad thing? I don't know. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. I was hoping to continue unraveling the marvels of history that has presented to us today. However, I imagine your ability to concentrate has been speculatively derailed by my midterm. I suppose changing things up for fun and variety may be a good idea every now and then. So allow me to tell you an old fairy tale that has been passed down to Paldea for generations. Once upon a time, there was a king who very much enjoyed collecting treasure. He was particularly fond of treasure from other countries. One day, a merchant from the east heard rumors of this king and came to meet him. The merchant laid 4 treasures in front of the treasure-loving king. The 4 treasures were as follows: a vessel, a sword, a set of tablets, and a set of beads. Seeing such varieties before him, the king leaped for joy. He showed the merchant with gold coins and claimed all 4 of the treasure for himself. Aha! Perfect timing to make eye contact, John Derek. Answer me this. I said that one of the treasures was a set of tablets. What do you think these tablets were? Wooden planks. Correct. Your daily pursuit of knowledge serves you well. These particular tablets were wooden and used as a written medium in the East in ancient times. As you may know, they fell out of popular use as paper because some universal available. For the king to consider these paper substitutes treasures, they must have been of superb quality. That, or perhaps they had some amazingly profound teachings written on them. So the king obtained these 4 treasures, and on that very night, it is said that a terrible disaster rained down upon his castle, reducing it to rubble by dawn. Oh, is it that time already? I wasn't done with my story, but alas. So ends today's lesson. If you are interested in how the story ends, you may come see me outside class hours. That is probably something we might want to take into consideration. Might hold something that may actually be interconnected. Salvatore it is. How did you like the midterm exam? You all did really great. We're halfway there, and now time for another lesson. It's a pray. Are you ready? True Brain responds. Great answer. Mercy, my friends. I knew I could count on your stars. Leading up to the midterm, we learned all sorts of words from different regions. Starting today, though, I'll be throwing a curveball. We begin listening comprehensions. Fuzzy, go for it, my assistant. Pikachu. As you just heard, Pokemon can also use words to communicate. It's not always easy for us to understand them, but the words have meaning, just as ours do. Pokemon can use languages to share all kinds of information with each other, like the location of food or whether there may be predators nearby. The same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. I'm sure you're all curious, so Hui, today that is, let's hear some Pokemon languages. Je te prie, if you'd be so kind, Pikachu. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? This is actually kind of misleading. I think it's anger. Merleve, Derek. Correct. I guess we should call you Professor. When Pikachu says, it's using its angry voice. That's right. I have my little Pikachu friend here pretend to be angry for us. Don't you think he did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. The same Pokemon can even communicate its feelings in many different ways. Their voices change depending on their mood and physical condition. Try listening more carefully to Pokemon. You might get a deeper understanding to them. That having been said, Pokemon are quite mysterious creatures. Some actually don't communicate with words at all, but instead they use things like electromagnetic or ultrasonic waves. Some even use telepathy. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. If you poke at your Pokemon too many times while watching them during picnics, They'll get mad at you like Pikachu just demonstrated. Well, adios, Montagne. Aloha, Poche. See you later, everyone. Alright. So the art class that I'll be coming up soon is going to be the one that I consider to be the most complicated. But, oh, you'll see. Another day, another round of battle study. Also, let's get right to it. You all get everything you had on the midterm exams. Well done. We'll resume on regular class today, so keep up that energy for the second half of the term. Have you all been using the R button to send out your Pokemon? If you do, your Pokemon run off in the direction you're facing. It's a super useful tactic that lets your Pokemon pick a faraway item for you. And that's not all. If there's a wild Pokemon near where you sent your Pokemon, they'll start battling each other. We call those battles auto battles. Just as the name implies, your Pokemon will act on its own during auto battles, meaning you won't have to give it any commands. And if your Pokemon wins, it'll get experience points just like it would in a regular battle. If you make good use of these battles, it could be a really efficient way to train your party. But you want to remember that Pokemon won't evolve to learn new moves right away if they level up from an auto battle. Also, if a Pokemon loses an auto battle, it'll come back with just a small amount of HP left. You should heal it up right away. Whoops, I just about did the whole class as a one-sided lecture. Does anyone have any questions so far? Great! You're all really good at this. I can't wait to see where you go from here. Even during auto battles, our Pokemon are out there battling for us. They're trainers. Keep an eye on them as much as possible, and if you look like they're going to lose, be sure to have them retreat. Also, this goes without saying, but Pokemon with low HP is already worn out. They probably won't enjoy auto battles as much, so don't work them too hard, okay? In conclusion, auto battles only work if a trainer and their Pokemon have a relationship of mutual trust. Be smart on how you use auto battles so you don't lose the trust of your Pokemon. Aw man, I was supposed to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we've run out of time as usual. Class is over now. Take care, you little rascals. I like how a majority of our Pokemon haven't fully evolved except for like maybe 3. I mean, there was me, there was Nemona, there was Penny. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. I'm pleased to say that everyone did very well in the midterm exams. As a reward for all of your hard work, we'll have a special guest visiting us today. Now then, Brassy, please come in. Greetings. I am Brassius. I am an artist, and I focus exclusively on grass-type Pokemon for my work. Brassius here mainly creates the 3-dimensional pieces, such as statues and the like. One of his major works is an installation titled Surrendering Sunflora, found in Artisan. Many of you who challenge the Artisan Gym are no doubt familiar with these sculptures. Yes, I do recognize some faces among your students. I hope you all understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend Hass's class. Old Hass was a man who saved me when I had lost all hope and given up on myself. But he never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say that he is my mentor in life. It is precisely thanks to Hass and that I was able to establish my current art style. Ah, dear Brassy. I've nothing against reminiscing about old times, but today I hope you'll guide this class in a way only you can. Of course. Let's see. Why don't we discuss about Haas mentioned? Surrendering some flora. Can anyone tell me what my mood was when I drafted this detached expression? This one's also kind of a misleading, but I think it really didn't matter much, but I'm gonna go with this one. No, completely and utterly wrong. When I made that sculpture, I had surrendered all hope. I was prepared to give up everything. I resolved to give up my life as an artist if that piece did not receive proper recognition. Hence the name Surrendering Some Flora. That's exactly it, Haas. When I started out as an artist, I experienced many hardships. I became deathly ill and fell into a slump that drove me to desperation. I began worrying about what would sell. I was concerned only with fame and fortune. But with all my pieces during this time had no depths, it was all shallow trash. It was then that I met Haas. He helped me realize how petty I was being. I'll spare you the details. But in the end, I was able to leave all that behind. And that is also when I crafted the Sunflora. Remarkable. Even I did not know the full story until now. This kind of thing is hard to tell someone, especially when they are so close to you. Now, I don't doubt that you adolescents will often find your heads crowded with worries. My advice to you is simple. Be honest with yourself and do whatever your heart desires. As long as you don't cause trouble, that is. That is all from me. I must admit I am beginning to feel a bit embarrassed, but I bid you farewell, Haas. And farewell to your pupils as well. Oh, Brassy, I can't believe it. Such a wonderful class. Thank you so much! Remember when I said that the art class is going to be complicated? That's why. Basically learning about some things and that kind of go deep. Now you kind of know why I mentioned from earlier that Brassius seemed a little bit unwell. He kind of went through a little bit of a depressed life at first, and he kind of almost gave up on hope on himself, which is sad when you think about it. Put away your phones. It is time to begin class. Though some of you had retake the midterm exam multiple times, I am glad to say that the majority of the class passed without issue. I feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life has taken roots in all of you. I trust that you will all work just as hard as your life skills in the second half of our course as well. Let us now turn our attention to the topic of the day, which was inspired by a question I received on the subject of meal powers. The student who asked this question is a young man who enjoys the culinary arts. He tells me that they regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. He also spends day and night studying all aspects of the culinary arts. Yet despite this, he is baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. So tell me, Master Derek, since you did quite well on your midterm exam, what should this young man do to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers? Arven? We can call him out on this! I cannot disclose the identity of this certain male student who enjoys the culinary arts. It may very well be Arven, but it may not be. To increase the effectiveness of meal powers, your sandwiches must be filled with many different ingredients. For a single person, it may prove difficult, but if you prepare a sandwich with others, you will be able to handle a larger serving of bread. With a larger base to start with, it becomes quite simple to add more ingredients to your sandwich, which in turn makes it possible to receive meal powers of increased effectiveness. This was more broadly as well. When dealing with a difficult issue, working with others to solve that issue may be the best course of action. I'm sure that Arven will likewise work with friends and craft his sandwiches in the future. Oh! Ah! The idea of the millstone is not a matter of privacy, so I would ask you to do not pry in too deeply. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Burn! Well then. That was good. And now it's nighttime. Time for classes to end. But we're not out of the woods. Because next time, we are wasting no valiant effort on this. It is time for us, the dumbass, to go to the Indigo League. Yes, the Indigo League that's clearly out than Kanto on the other side of the freaking planet. And we have some fun out there, so we take on blue or maybe even red if he's still there. See you guys never for that.